Hey, I'm Brandi Sorensen with ConverseCountyHome.com and Johnston Realty.
And I'm Tyler Johnston with Johnston Realty. And this is your Converse County market update. Except I didn't look up the date. 25th.
Yep.
25th. Because that's, you guys started school for Casper.
Yep. That's right.
So, there's 41 homes active on the market in Converse County right now.
Yep. And the prices are anywhere from $32,000 up to $850,000.
Yeah, it's still a big jump in
Different prices.
different price points.
Yeah. I think you're probably always going to have that because you're going to, well, I mean, especially right now with those, new manufactured homes and stuff like that
Yeah, for sure.
are selling. But that gives you an idea. There's also right now 16 pending.
Yep. And then there's been 12 sold this month so far in Converse County. So
Yeah. We're getting towards the end of the month, so
yeah. But in the
we'll see. But sometimes at the end of the month, a bunch more.
and the price ranges are different too, because you've got, like, of the active, it's 32,000 up to 850,000. Or if you go to the ones that sold, it's anywhere between like 45,000 and $1 million so far this
Oh,
month.
yeah.
So there's still a lot of range between the two. So yeah. And how was your weekend?
It was good. I'm trying to even think what we did. I think just recovered from the first week of school for the boys. Got ready for the next week of school. I did some meal prepping. I was pretty proud of myself.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you? Oh, we did the sheep herder rendezvous too.
Oh, that's right. That was this last weekend. How did that go?
That was super cool. I didn't get to see everything, but we did get to try the Dutch oven cook-off. That's really cool. They do the cook-off, and then there's judges, but then there's like people's choice.
Nice.
So that's fun. I enjoyed it.
I saw that on Facebook, and it must have been the Dutch oven thing, because I had saw all the meals, and I was like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
My dad we raised Australian Shepherds when I was growing up, and so he has done the dog trials and the sheep herding and cows too. Like, they start out with ducks and then sheep, and then so that's kind of fun too. I didn't get to see a lot of that, but I do like watching that. It just reminds me of childhood.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. Ryan helped me dump the horse trailer on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I was very grateful.
Yeah,
My son not so much, because then we spent the rest of the afternoon cleaning out the garage. He's like, seriously?
That's what weekends are for, I guess.
Come on. Except then it was I think we were about 2 hours into it. He said something. I was like, well, I don't know. He's like, what do you mean you don't know? I was like, I don't know. So my phone's dead. He goes, is that why there's no music going while we're doing this? Yes. And then he started just, was off the wall for like the next hour. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to be done. He's like, let's just stop and finish tomorrow. I was like, no, let's just get it done so it's done.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about it. So
I'm kind of on and my husband is outside but we're kind of in a like purging mode. Like, okay, we have gathered too much stuff, and so we're kind of needing to purge. Just too much stuff.
that's kind of where we're at, because when we moved in, we moved into my mom and dad's house. And we moved into a fully furnished house, and I mean they raised 2 kids and had furniture so we had all of our stuff for our 5 kids, plus all of mom and dad's stuff that they collected over the years.
And then I'm sure you have to go through that. It's not just like, it's stuff that...
Well, I told Candace was like cleaning it out. She's like, I'm going to start giving this stuff away or throwing this stuff. I was like, no, don't do anything, because I was kind of waiting to see, if anybody came and said they wanted something. But now it's been like 3 years, and now I'm like, okay,
They've all had their time.
Just throw it away. I'm over this. There's too much stuff. So I told Ryan, I was like, I'm a year and a half behind of cleaning out and getting things figured out where I had wanted to be.
Yeah.
So.
Well, when we moved in, we moved from a fifth wheel camper, basically. But then we had our other stuff in storage for years. So we had the stuff that we lived on a day-to-day, but then we had other stuff that we had kept. It wasn't a ton because we had pared down, and living in a fifth wheel, that's my favorite part, is like you just realize how much stuff you don't need. But I'll be danged if it just doesn't fill right back up.
Well,
you fill the space. I feel like I fill the space that I have.
Yeah.
Which is annoying because then it's more crap you have to like manage or pick up or whatever. And then of course my mom now lives with us, and she was going to live in a tiny house on our property, but she lives in our house. So we also have her stuff, but then she had a full furnished house that later on she has sold. She has a storage shed, but she has her stuff, and then there's my dad's stuff that you keep.
Yep.
You're not quite ready to go through it. Like, it's a process, so.
Oh, absolutely. That's what we got. Most of the stuff loaded up, and then I'm still looking at I still have 3/4 of the garage, so thankfully my car's going to be fixed and I can start hauling the trailer again. So I'm like, okay. And then we have to go out. She's like, well, you can't throw the wood because we got everything out the Quonset. Luckily, we didn't have to. We had the empty Quonset, so we didn't have to get a storage unit.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's full. And I'm like, you haven't gone through any of that in 3 years. I'm just going to throw it away.
Isn't that crazy? Like, when you move, you put stuff in boxes, and then it's like, years later, you're like, oh, I thought I would need this, and no.
Yeah. So
that's actually my favorite part about moving, to be honest with you, is it forces you to go through your stuff.
Well, that's what the Jody just listed a house, and as I was going through and taking pictures of the home and everything in Douglas, they're like, she's like, I'm getting rid of all of it. If you know of anybody, I'm going to start selling this. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell that. And she's like, we're moving, and they were moving out of state.
Okay.
So they're just like doing that same thing.
They don't
just
want
cut
to
down. So it's definitely something that you run into. So then, speaking of real estate, like I told you a quote earlier, and you'd sent me that one video on Zillow.
Oh, yeah.
So, as a real estate agent, what is your opinion on Zillow?
Okay, so my first interactions with Zillow was as a consumer, and I liked using it. You just think about it. It's top of mind, I liked using it. I liked the map search versus back when I was looking for a home. Back in the day, it wasn't as intuitive as my real estate agent's website.
Right.
But I think that's improved. So anyways, I see why people use Zillow, and you don't have to have a password. You don't have to sign in, which is another thing with our website. With my website, I'm not forcing anybody to sign in.
Right.
That I understand, and back in the day, that was a thing to catch email addresses, but I don't do that.
Yeah, and that's what I really wanted to make sure when I set it up, that it didn't require you to enter in your information just to see the pictures of the house that popped up.
That's not necessary anymore, I don't feel like. But anyways, as far as Zillow, it has its place, but it also has its really frustrations. I always tell people, do not trust what Zestimate says your house is worth. We're a non-disclosure state, so it's an algorithm, and it can be semi-accurate or it can be completely off. It just depends on, if the houses, this is my idea of how it works. If houses are listed and sold for about the same price, then it's just taking that as the sold price. Then it might be pretty accurate, but it also, again, compares all homes, or it doesn't compare apples to apples. So It might give you a general idea, but it's not that accurate. That's probably my biggest pet peeve with them. What do you feel like about Zillow?
Well, I always tell people, so I mean, they've got their own corner on the market. But what I always tell people is like, okay, so they've got the quote Zestimate. Your home shows up there, obviously. But so Jody sent me the write-up for her new listing. And I was like, you need to make sure that you put your name and your phone number at the end of your write-up. Because when Zillow or the other .coms pull that information from the IDX, it's not going to show your picture. It's not going to say it's listed by. It does somewhere because they have to.
Right.
But it's not prevalent. It's not in somebody's face.
Yeah, it makes it seem like whatever realtor they're calling.
Yeah.
Like whatever realtor they're being paid by or whatever, the ads are. I don't know how it all works.
Well, Zillow's in the market of making money from realtors by us paying to advertise on their site.
Right.
So if you want to show up as the preferred agent, then you're going to spend so much to get those, to show up in the top 3. But that's why the consumer doesn't see that. They see the agent next to the picture of the photo of the home.
And assume, like most people would.
Oh, I'm going to call the agent and see what this information on this house.
Which I think is also back to realtor ethics. I can't just share someone else's or share this house and say all of this stuff about it without giving that person credit.
Right.
But Zillow seems to get away with it a little more.
Well, and I guess it's then again also it kind of goes back to how the individual agents or offices are running their business. Because one of the classes I took when I was renewing my continuing education last December, somebody had listed a gorgeous home. She took the information, she shared it to her Facebook, and said, this gorgeous home is listed by blah, blah, blah. Gave them full recognition and credit as the listing agent, and said, obviously she's an agent. If you'd like to see this home, please call me and we'll go see it. That agent called and complained and said, I don't want you sharing my listing.
Yeah, you have to have permission to market another agent's listing, which is really interesting because A, Zillow doesn't, but B, in the MLS, we agree to
the sharing.
Share them, but
then also me as an agent, I would have been like,
great, Thank you. I'm trying to sell it.
Yes, the more, and I told somebody that I said, obviously you're hiring me to be your agent, which means I'm your agent. I have a fiduciary responsibility to you as your seller's agent. But also, first and foremost, my biggest job and my highest priority is to make sure people know your house is for sale. So the more people that share it and get it out there, the happier I am, because now more people know that it's for sale. Right. It's exposure. Yeah. So why would you complain? Yeah. But I don't know. But then you've also got the different ranch brokers who don't participate in the MLS and don't share anything. So I guess it just depends on the business model.
I do like on Zillow that because I will go on Zillow and look, if I have a client that's looking for a house and we're not finding exactly what they want or whatever or we've seen all that's listed in their price range or anything like that, I'll make sure that I'm always checking Zillow for their for sale by owners.
Right.
Because sometimes I do like that because they're obviously not on the MLS. Right. So I check Facebook and I check Zillow and
can't be driving up and down the streets looking for those for sale by owner signs.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So it's one of those. It's just kind of, I think, become a necessary evil. Because I think it does benefit people. Yeah. I see the benefit, but then I also see the drawbacks as the agent and the things that come with it.
And really the consumer, because I don't think that it's very clear, A, who you're calling, B, who you're, you know, who's going to represent you. See, like, I don't think it does a great service. But as long as you're educated and you know who, like, what you're getting, that's totally, like I said, I use it. Yep. I just know what I'm getting and what I'm looking for. So there you go. But you said on that one that we talked about this morning, or you sent this morning, you said that Zillow.
Oh, somebody
doesn't even
shared
trust Zillow.
Yeah, somebody shared a tweet, and I haven't looked into the details to verify
It's not fact
how
checked.
how factual it is, but that the CEO of Zillow sold his personal home, and it was 40% under the Zestimate. So then the copy on the tweet was, Zillow doesn't even trust Zillow because they didn't go by the Zestimate.
Right, they went by the market.
But then you also have to factor into, what's the seller's motivation?
Motivating factor.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
it's very interesting. Just be educated, know what you're getting into,
and if you've got questions, always reach out to us. We're happy to answer any questions you've got, provide you an actual market analysis, tell you what your home is worth, not a Zestimate or a guess. And when we do that, we're going off of the actual sold data that's available to us as agents. So that's how we can come up with a better price than a Zestimate.
Yeah, so there you go.
Any maintenance tips?
I did not think of a maintenance tip, actually.
I did one, just because of everything I've been cleaning out. If you've got the floor drain downstairs in your basement, your laundry room, when's the last time you checked to see if it actually worked?
Oh.
I went downstairs while we were cleaning everything out. The condensation drain line for my air conditioner, the pipe
Drained
had
into
busted.
that?
Yeah, it had
Oh, okay.
drained into that. The pipe had busted. And then I fixed the pipe and ran new pipe and everything over there. And it filled the drain and then just sat. And I was like, oh, for shit's sakes.
That sucks.
So I fixed everything only to find out that my floor drain is plugged. And now I gotta snake out my floor drain.
Well, you know what? It's funny that you said that. Why do we have the same kinds of problems at the same time? But not too long ago, actually, so our laundry room's upstairs, but we noticed some water. We're like, what the heck? It was because the drain for our washer was plugged. And so it was backing up. And then
Yeah. So if you've got the floor drain,
check it out.
just pour a cup of water in, make sure it drains.
Hot. Nobody wants stale, sticky water.
But if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you drop them in the comments below.
Yeah.
And make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all our market updates. We've got some new neighborhood tours that are going to be coming up on the channel. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those.
See
Thanks.
ya.